What's up, guys? Sam back, and I'm going to give my way too early MIP predictions for next season. With that being said, let's get right into it. KPJ, or Kevin Porter Jr., we all know he's on the Rockets. Last season, he had an okay season, being traded from the Cavs, averaging 16.6 points per game on not so good efficiency. But yeah, the Cavs do have Christian Wood, or sorry, the Rockets do have Christian Wood. He is progressing, and they just drafted Jalen Green as second overall. But KPJ is expected to start at point guard. He's an amazing scorer and will have the opportunity to prove himself on a terrible Rockets team next season. Some are excited by the Rockets team having good scoring pieces like KPJ and Jalen Green, along with Christian Wood, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs next year. That's just my opinion. The dynamic between KPJ and Jalen Green will be interesting, especially since they're both scorers. They're both great scorers, but they do have a solid center slash power forward in Christian Wood. They might not have as much playmaking as you like on this team in the future, and they could try and trade some of their guards for more playmaking and passing. But right now they're fine. They have a good young core to develop, and they may try to trade Christian Wood for someone that fits their timeline a little more, someone a little younger, and maybe someone a little bit better at playmaking, like I said. But as of right now, KPJ has the potential to be a leading scorer for the Rockets next season, even with Christian Wood and Jalen Green on that team. That's why I think he can be MIP. My second guy on this list, way too early MIP predictions, I have Cam Reddish. This season, he did suffer a season-ending injury in his Achilles, but he will come back next year stronger. And this will be his third season with the Hawks, and if we're being honest, looking at his stats, he shot terrible efficiency. He only got 11.2 points per game. So you might be wondering, seeing like only 11.2 points per game, terrible efficiency. Why is this guy so good? Why does this guy have a chance to win my MIP? And in my opinion, he has the talent to be way better than his stats show. A lot of players in the league think Cam Reddish is better than most people say he is in the media, and he's very hard to guard. And of course, these players are guarding these other players on a nightly basis. So I'll take their view and opinion into account. Cam will also have a lot of opportunity to prove himself next season. Sure, the Hawks do have Hunter, and the new rookie Keldon Johnson. I think Cam Reddish can be better than all these guys next year and prove himself to be the best player in the wing for the Hawks. And the Hawks are going to put a play now player there. They're trying to compete for the playoffs. They're trying to make Trae Young happy. And a good wing is the way to start. And I think Cam Reddish can do that. I'm this far in, and I haven't explained why I think he's so good, why he has so much potential next season. So, this is why I think so. Cam Reddish has lacked confidence to be a great player over the past few seasons. And in his third season, this is his year. This is his year to shine in Atlanta. He's got used to the NBA. Yes, he suffered the season-ending injury, but I think he can come back strong and have a great season. Maybe not a number 2 scorer next year, even since they signed John Collins. They signed John Collins today when I'm recording this. But Cam Reddish does have the ability to be MIP next year. At 3 on my list, I chose Rui Hachimura. He's a player who's really gone under the radar after his subpar second season in the NBA. Last season, he averaged 13.8 points per game, and he got his three-point percentage up to 33% on 2.8 attempts. After Russ left this team, a player needs to step up. And sure, they do have Kuzma. I really like Rui's skill. I really like his skill set. I really like what he can do. He's very athletic. He plays the power forward, and he's probably going to start for them next year. And although they do have Kuzma is not consistent. I take Rui Hachimura winning MIP over Kuzma. And with Rui's style play, along with being on a bad Wizards team, Rui has a real chance of having a really big season next season. Maybe even winning MIP. I mean, Rui's a guy averaging 13.8 points. He's really young, and he has the athleticism. He has the skill. He has the hard work. We saw his three-point percentage go up. And I think he's ready to step into that role where he can be that number 2 guy for Bradley Beal. Or maybe even if Bradley Beal gets traded, which he probably will because Russ got traded. He's going to have so much opportunity next season, and I just love his skill set and hard work. I'm choosing Rui here. Lastly on this list, you guys should expect this, Keldon Johnson. I know Keldon Johnson, he's a great player. I know we all know that. He has a lot of opportunity next season, especially DeMar DeRozan leaving. And he broke out last year. He's from the G League to starting on the Spurs, which is amazing. Coach Popovich loves him. His stats last season were pretty good, 12.8 points per game, but he had some really big games that season. And when he's given the responsibility, he steps up. And that's why I think he can be a 20 points per game guy next season. And he's going to be that guy, in my opinion. Keldon's athleticism, skill to lead a team in the NBA, he has that. Pair that with the opening in the Spurs, major pieces leaving, DeMar DeRozan, Rudy Gay, Patty Mills. All those guys are gone. So you should expect a lot of guys from the Spurs to step up, especially with the good leadership and Coach Popovich. And I do like Devin Vassell, but this isn't about him. Devin Vassell can shoot. This is not about him. So I won't talk too much about Devin. Keldon Johnson will probably have the opportunity. We all know that. He has the mentality. He's a fun guy. He's a goofy guy. He's a good guy to be around. He's a team player. And his teammates love him. The only question is, can he be a 20 points per game scorer? Does he have the skill to do that efficiently? And the Spurs obviously aren't going to tank because it's Popovich only has like 4 seasons left in him. They're not going to tank with that. So I think Keldon Johnson can be the guy for the Spurs next year, based off of his play this season, and based off the rumors, him making Team USA, everything, all that. Who do you guys have winning MIP next year? KPJ, Cam Reddish, Rui Hachimura, or Keldon Johnson, or maybe even someone else I didn't mention. There's a lot of guys in the league that are going to have some opportunities next year. And with that being said, comment down below who you think can win. And see you next time.